CNN, a grand jury has indicted Duane Keith, Keffe D. Davis on charges of murder with use of a deadly weapon in connection with the 1996 killing of rapper Tupac Shakur, Las Vegas authorities announced. Davis, 60, was arrested Friday morning in Las Vegas, according to authorities. His wife's Henderson home was searched in July as part of the ongoing investigation into the shooting. Shakur was shot and killed while leaving a boxing match on the Las Vegas Strip. His untimely death, the rapper was just 25, has been the subject of conspiracy theories and a decades-long investigation. Time equals 400 Ms. greater than Davis has long placed himself at the scene of the crime, saying he was in the front seat of the white Cadillac that came up beside Shakur's car when shots rang out from the back seat, killing the musician. The rapper was shot 4 times and died 6 days later. For 27 years, the family of Tupac Shakur has been waiting for justice, said Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department Sheriff Kevin McMahill at a Friday news conference. The investigation started on the night of September 7, 1996, McMahill said. It is far from over. It has taken countless hours, really decades, of work by the men and women of our homicide section to get to where we are today. Jason Johansson, the police department's homicide lieutenant, said the murder was a retaliatory attack after a conflict between 2 gangs based in Compton, California. Shakur and Marion Suge Knight, the former CEO of Death Row Records, were affiliated with the Mob Piru gang in Compton, while Davis was affiliated with the Southside Compton Crips, according to Johansson. Shakur was in Las Vegas to see Mike Tyson box at the MGM Grand Hotel. Members of the Southside Compton Crips, including Davis and his nephew Orlando Anderson, also attended the event. As both groups were leaving the fight, members of Death Row Records spotted Orlando Anderson near an elevator bank inside the MGM, and at that time they began to kick and punch him near that elevator bank, said Johansson, showing hotel surveillance footage of the fight. Shakur and Knight were visible among the men who attacked Anderson. Little did anyone know that it is this incident right here that would ultimately lead to the retaliatory shooting and death of Tupac Shakur, he said. Both groups left the hotel, with Shakur and his crew headed to a post-fight afterparty at a local nightclub. When he found out about the attack on Anderson, Davis began to devise a plan to obtain a firearm and retaliate against Suge Knight and Mr. Shakur, according to Johansson. After he acquired a gun, Davis got into a white Cadillac along with Terrence Brown, DeAndre Smith and Anderson. At some point in time, as they were in the white Cadillac, Mr. Davis took the gun that he had obtained and provided it to the passengers in the rear seat of the vehicle, Johansson said. Then the group found the black BMW in which Shakur and Knight were riding, began shooting at them through the window, and immediately fled the area. Duane Davis was the shot caller for this group of individuals that committed this crime. He orchestrated the plan that was carried out to commit this crime, said Johansson. All the other individuals associated with the crime are dead, he added, including Anderson, who denied his involvement with the murder to CNN before his death in a gang-related shooting in 1998. Johansson said police have long known the outline of events that night, but lacked sufficient evidence to bring the case forward. The decades-long quest to officially solve the case was reinvigorated in 2018, according to Johansson. Davis's own admissions regarding the crime were a crucial piece of the investigation, he said. When police searched Davis's wife's home in July, they seized a copy of the memoir Davis authored detailing street gang life and the murder of Shakur. In the memoir, Davis describes himself as one of only 2 living witnesses to Shakur's shooting, the other being Knight, former CEO of Death Row Records, who is now serving time in prison for manslaughter in an unrelated case. Time equals 400 Ms. greater than going to keep it for the code of the streets, Davis said when asked who of the 4 men in the car was responsible for pulling the trigger. It just came from the backseat, bro. Johansson said officers knew the 2018 refocus on the case was likely our last time to take a run at this case too. Successfully solve this case and bring forth a criminal charge. Tupac's stepbrother, Mopreme Shakur, who is also a rapper, said news of Davis's arrest is bittersweet. We have been through decades of pain. They have known about this guy, who been running his mouth, for years, he said. So why now? He said. For us, this is not over. We want to know why, and if there were any accomplices.